Camille invests $2,500 into an account paying compound interest at a rate of R% per annum. After 5 years, she had to pay 20% income tax on the interest she earned. Camille paid £41.30 tax. Work out the interest rate. So again, it's another one where we're working backwards, but again, we've got this extra layer of income tax. This is one where we kind of need to understand actually the context as well. If Camille paid $41.30 in tax, that is 20% of the interest that she earned. So the first bit of this isn't to do with compound interest. The first bit is actually what we call reverse percentages, because I don't want to know what 20% is. I want to know what 100% is. I need to go backwards. So you've got two options here. Because it's 20%, it's quite easy. I could just times both sides by 5 to get to 100%, but let's just pretend that it was a harder decimal that you wouldn't be able to just multiply. Reverse percentages, we call it reverse because we're going to reverse it. I'm going to do 41.30 divided, that's the reverse bit, by 0.2, because 0.2 is 20% as a decimal, isn't it? You can always write it as 20 over 100 as well. We get 206.50. So the actual amount of interest that Camille earned on her investment as a total was 206.50. She then had to pay 20% of that to the government, which was 41.30. Now this is similar to the question that we've previously done, where we want to work out R. I'm going to write out this formula because we still have the 3 pieces of information except for R. We have the initial investment, which is 2,500. Obviously we don't know what R is, that's fine, but I'm going to highlight it anyway. And then the time, we have 5 years. We've got 2,500 multiplied by 1 plus, leave it as R because we don't know what that is, over 100 to the power of 5. Now what does that equal? That doesn't equal £206.50 because that's just the interest. Remember, the compound interest formula always gives us the value of the account at the end, so the total value. So that's including her initial amount, which was 2,500. So actually it'd be 2,500 plus 206. So that'd be £2,706.50. And now it's just rearranging equations as we did before. So just rubbing that bit out so we've got some more space. First of all, divide by the initial amount, so we're left with just the bracket part. Then we want to get rid of this power of 5. Okay, so that gives me a really long number, but can you see how the 9s are basically repeating? So I'm going to round that to 1.016, and that opens up those brackets on the left as well. Now we'll just take away the 1, so we get R over 100 is 0.016, and finally times it by 100, we get 1.6%. And that's our final answer. If you found this helpful, make sure to check out the GCSE Maths Pro YouTube channel, where I have full videos going into more detail. Link is in my bio.